ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. And 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Now it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
That'll give them 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Murray off play action. Well, flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Big A soldier, big A soldier. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Able to get this one to McBride. And down inside the 15 he goes. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Throwing now is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. In motion right is Brown. Throwing again, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. A real nice gain of 25 yards. On play action, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey.
Now back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 59 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Here we go, here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Rager catches it left side and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught by Judy. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Play. Here we go, trip left. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is up.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the Cardinal 1st down.
Hey. Big Ace. Easy. Hey, Ace.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Shit. Hey, easy, quiver. Hey. Come on. 2.
Here's Murray. Fights through him. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
On play action, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Davante Adams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Now he'll escape to his right. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Tannehill. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Tannehill. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Touchdown! Jalen Reagor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Omaha, Omaha. Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. Omaha, Omaha, Omaha.
To throw, it's Murray. His throw incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gotw, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Tannehill.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's got it down to the 28.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A good pickup there, a 22. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have him.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Trying to improvise. Murray, strong running. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action. Now it's Murray. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Murray. That's to the sideline and pulled in.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Murray going to throw. And it's caught.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cards answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Tannehill now to throw.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Tannehill throwing again.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tannehill on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
To throw on second down is Tannehill.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Go. Go.
And now a sneak. Tannehill. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ryan Tannehill scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He hits Adams complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
There he goes right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Murray to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw it, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Murray. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tannehill. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Here comes 2nd down. Tannehill. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Arizona, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop